Well, hi, this is Jay Arthur, author of Lean Six Sigma Demystified and Lean Six Sigma for Hospitals and the QI Macros. Now, I want to talk to you about a disturbing trend I see out there in the world. And the trend is that people think that people need to learn about charts in kind of an incremental way, right? So first we learn about line charts, and then I find a bunch of people are trying to teach people about how to do run charts and what the run chart rules are and all the other stuff. And then eventually we might get around to teaching them about how to use control charts. Now, what's wrong with this picture? Well, if you think about it, I worked in the phone company. And when we had all the phones, they were all wired phones, right? And then along came wireless phones and kind of wiped us out. But that was okay, all right, because this is how technology progresses, right? But if you look out in some place like in Kenya, out in the outback, did those people say, well, gee, we don't have phones, so the first thing we have to do is we have to put in wired phones, right? So we have to run wires out to the village, and then we have to run wires into all the huts. That is not what they do, right? They run a trunk line, what's called a trunk line, that carries a lot of calls, out to the village and put up a cell phone tower, and all of a sudden, you've got phone service. And with that phone service, guess what? You can do all kinds of things. In India, wireless phones are being used to diagnose skin cancers and all kinds of stuff in remote villages, and then the person can be carried up the line to a more progressive place to be handled from a care standpoint. So they just skip that stupid intermediate wired line stuff. All right, now, why are we still doing that in Six Sigma? Why do we teach them line charts and then teach them how to do a run chart, calculate a median, right? And then how do you trigger what all the different rules are for that? Forget that, all right? There's software out there that will go figure out if there's anything out of control in your data and just start them. I don't teach them anything. I start with control charts. If I could spell. Jump to control charts. Skip all that other stuff, right? Get them right into using the key tools of Lean and Six Sigma. Jump the curve. Stop teaching people stuff they don't need to know. You do not need to know the whole evolution of quality. You do not need to know everything Schuhart ever said and Duran ever said and Deming ever said. You don't have to know the 14 points. You just need to know how to apply it to your business. That's it. All right, so stop teaching people stuff they don't need to know. Stop trying to teach them the whole evolution of quality. Stop it, right? Get right into solving problems, managing processes, and making progress, and you will see people take on a much bigger interest in Lean and Six Sigma right away. I'm Jay. See you next week.